Yo, maayong gozaimasu, yo! Hi, yo! It's me, 3 Roomy. And if you think my hat means 3 because it rhymes with 3 Roomy, no, it refers to the number of dead bodies in my basement. So, hello, maayong. I hope you have a good morning. Jack Knight, DD Gamer, Doomsday Dan, Andrew Murphy, Shio, and everybody else. Maayong gozaimasu, and welcome to Sunday. Let's take this away. Actually, I like this. I'm gonna do in the first class. Alright then. I got like 10. What? Shoots you. I know, right? It pretty much shoots me. So let's fix up the hat. Let's be a model citizen, a model citizen. Alright, something like that. It does. Is this important for the Disco Elysium playthrough? No, it's not. It's not important. Is it important at all? So, can I have a recap of yesterday? Alright. Let's have a recap of yesterday. So far, what have we done in Disco Elysium? Well, I'll be encountering spoilers now. Yep, you'll be encountering spoilers now. Is Disco Elysium worth getting? Yes, it is probably one of the best games I have played. Bye-bye, Shio. Take care, and I'll see you again. So, what happened was, you wake up in a hostel, and you're like, who the fuck am I? I don't know who I am. I don't know what my job is. I don't know what I am. And it turns out you're some kind of detective, right? This is my friend's second favorite game. I can see why. So, was Terry always so shiny? Did I fuck up? Terry harassed a few women and was called a slur by a couple kids. Yeah, so you're glowing. Sorry, I'm a glowy, guys. I'm a glowy. I work for the feds, and so we discover that we are a detective, and then we talk to the girl outside our room, and she was like, "You're kind of weird." Okay, actually, I didn't. It's not her fault. It was my fault. For some reason, I passed the speech check, and she was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not having sex with you." And I feel like that's a fatal flaw in this game. If you pass a speech check, there should be a sex scene. Anyway, Grayson, are you being honest with the choices, or are you playing with a character? Honestly, I don't know, because it's a little weird. It's a little weird because this character is sort of insane on its own. I'm in a weird time, huh? Hi, Greystone. Hello, KR Gorgo. Let me just open the game so I can explain it for the people that weren't there. Disco Elysium, huh? Alright. Oh, my dog is barking. Teru! My dog's barking! Let's go! Let's go Disco Elysium. Hold on. Let me just turn off the... Here, can you pause the game? I have to pee. Game time! Let me just open my beer. Well, it's not a beer, but... Ooh, that wasn't actually a very nice crack open, but alright. I'll take it. I'll take it. You drink out of the can? Yeah, I drink out of the can. So let's see so far. What do we got? So, we are in this hostel, right? Is the game worth getting at full price? Yes, I would say. We wake up in this area, right? We wake up in this room. Can we open the door? Wake up in this room with a crap sack of a room. Everything's broken.
He also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner.
Okay, Kim.
It's all just too morbid to ignore.
This is where the magic happens, baby.
And by that you mean crimes against humanity?
I defied my bourgeois morality in here. Defied it hard. No, I'm in disco. What do you mean? I defy my bourgeois.
I have no idea what that means.
Kim Kitsuragi is your waifu. You get him right at the start. He is your party member. He is your waifu. I don't know. Basically, we woke up here, right? We woke up here. Hold on.
Hey.
What up? What's up, Rhetoric?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again? Oh, okay.
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Shouldn't
True.
we just stop building love?
True. Can't argue with that. Also, how did you get this art? I have no fucking clue. But basically, you are fighting with the demons in your head. All these characters, they're all demons in your head. You're basically you're basically a schizo with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24 schizophrenic voices in your head. And your intrusive thoughts bother you constantly. Average VTuber room. Yes. Love is... Can't argue with that.
What about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up from 1,000 years of slumber, promising to erect a version of communism many times greater than any attempt.
Why the fuck is rhetoric talking?
Is that true?
Why is my rhetoric talking about communism to me?
Saying things like "down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket."
Holy shit! True.
All human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those. No. Once you hit $1 billion, you fucking die. That is the rule of Terror Me World, right? Like you're in a company, right? You're in a company, and like you're scratching your head because like the stock price keeps going up, and your market value, your fucking market value keeps going up. And once you hit $1 million, $1 billion, you just fucking die. Yeah, that sounds like me.
Funky style, very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder, or do we get right down to it?
No, what's communism?
Failure. It's about failure.
I don't do failure.
Of course you do. You are failure. You are communism. Absolutely vanquished. Beaten, curb stomped, shat on, while everyone else is out partying, having a callous laugh. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world.
I don't know. Rhetoric is just rhetoric. He just likes arguing. You know. You
alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class.
Towering shitty blocks of bankmen.
The ears of prime ministers, million-headed armies of nations, and the love of your own mother.
Why does my mother hate communism?
You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will fail to get out of bed and tie its laces. You
alone.
Single-handedly will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
That's my favorite Square Enix RPG.
Now get to work, comrade.
Comrade? It's too tiring. I'm beaten down, bro. Let's opt in, boys. Let's opt in. We're going
Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
All right. What firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
To back out now. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few million eggs.
Hey, Takashima. No worries. No worries. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few million eggs, Jack. We're making the mother of all omelets here. Mazovian socioeconomics. Always knew Terror was a commie. No way. No way. Do you guys think I was a commie? No, that's a serious question, by the way. That's a serious question, by the way. Did you guys think I was a commie? Mazovian. Terror is a what? You went to art school here, right? The evidence is right there. You're not, but I am. Oh, I see. People think communism was some crazy idea that had its comeuppance 40 years ago. A fever that shook the world, never to return again. They were right until he woke up today. A spiritual corpse, responsive only to the call of Commodore Red, prostitutes, and Krafts Mazov. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the oceanic trench, where it has been rested, covering in ghosts and seaweed. He is the big communism. I thought you're Filipino. Yeah. I work for the Filipino party. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Red John Communist. Come witness his attempt to rebuild communism in the rear 51. Internalize. Oh, we need a new slot. Hold on. So, what are we right now? Right now, we are feminist. We are hobo. Oh, we're learning to become a hobo, and we're learning to become a superstar. Why is the bonus we get -2 logic? I don't get it. But these are the thoughts right now that we have as we go along with the game. Superstar feminist hobo. Yeah, superstar feminist hobo. My stats are 4 in intellect out of 6, 6 out of 6 in psyche. My physique is 1, which gives me 1 health point, and motorics is literally 1. So if we get into like a trouble, we fucking die. There's absolutely no way we survive a single assault. Or, as evident by that last stream, we kicked a trash can and died. So, but we do have a lot of morale. This game's best play plan. Yeah. Can we open this door? No? This is the most canon character build. You should try to collect all the political alignment. Why are we wearing mittens? Why are we wearing mittens? Because it gives +1 to interfacing. Did you equip? Do you want to equip that thought, by the way? Hold on. This thought? How do I equip this thought? Didn't I equip this? I have to unlock. I have to unlock this. Spend 1 skill point to unlock new slot. How many skill points do I have? I don't know. We'll use one. There we go. Dong. Internalize communism. So, it's the little diamonds. Where's the little diamonds? We're learning communism. We're learning -2. Oh, we're receiving -2 visual calculus. I don't know what that means. Communist brother, hello. Right next to skill points. Where is it? Skill points, 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 skill points. Where is it? Where is it's gotta be a way. It's gotta be a way to find out. Where is it? Do. Oh, there it is. There it is. What's this? Nothing on the front page rings the bell. So far, we realize that we're a detective and there's a dead body and we haven't done nothing about it. We gotta figure out who killed the guy and what this world is like. Because we know nothing about the world. It's as if we got isekai'd into another world in Eastern Europe. We have no money, no memories, and nothing to do but solve a crime. Each conversation in this game takes, like, I don't know, a fucking hour. So let's talk to this guy.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy.
Garancy. Quebec.
It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Quebec. Sounds representative.
Mr. Quebec, I'm here on official police business.
Puts his cup down and replies something. His left hand drawing arcs in the air.
You got some impressive pots there. His name is a brand of instant noodles in Poland.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
We can't talk with them because we don't know. I don't know. What was that? What was the language again that they were speaking? Encyclopedia. Does Encyclopedia know anything? Do you have notes on the world? Do you have notes on the world? I actually don't know. I actually don't know how this interface works. We can't talk to him, so I just lied about.
A heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Try to push on. I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Out of duty, we may find something pertinent to the investigation.
Yes. I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation.
I love this man's French accent. No, this door is a mega investigation.
Anyway, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Put it in the
Door
door.
does not budge.
Leave. You don't like the French?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod.
The French-Japanese man?
Your presence. He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself.
So this game is set in a different world than Earth, but it's still very much Eastern Europe. So, inspect the victim's body, pay for damage, track down your badge, put the clothes in the trash. This is the 4th hour of the game, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 side quests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 quests completed. Straight up, we are going through a bunch of this. Yeah, Kim being voiced by a white guy is shocking to me as well. Does this girl know anything?
Hello again, sweetie.
Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth.
Oh my gosh! You understand Lena's idealism. Let's go, boy, let's go! This is a red check. This cannot be retried. Very high.
Try to
What?
No! Really rip
No fucking way! No fucking way! No fucking way! Oh my god! There was no way! We lost! Oh no, I'm gonna die in the street.
Officer, get a hold of yourself, please.
we got talks. Kim Kitsuragi talks.
I'm sorry, but I think you need more help than I can give you.
What's a paycheck? I haven't seen paycheck.
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Yeah, the union leader.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his...
Oh, yeah. I can't fucking believe we lost. I'm not gonna save Scum. I'm not gonna save Scum.
No, I'm so sorry. I don't have money for you. If there's anything else I can do for you, just ask.
You fucking useless, Grandma. Fuck you. What is this?
Hobocop.
Hobocop.
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir?
L'Assommoir?
Or the sewers? To Le Royaume?
Le Royaume?
For 300 years,
Even
they
Jack,
turned
man.
the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon. Then fight the Aramakan beast that lurks the bottom
What bonuses
of
do we
the
got?
sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Special collector's edition rare bottles. Okay. Is that even useful? I hate this. I hate this hobo cop shit. It's useless. Where else can we go? The learning cap is much more useful. I see. Oh, this feels right. You belong here. Me too. Me too. Me too. Me too. Me too. Kim?
Yes?
Nothing. Should I heal my morale? +1 morale. Nah, we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 charges. We can do this. We can do this. We don't need any more morale than we already got. What do Polish people like to do for fun? Damn! What a question! What kind of exotic things do Polish people do, man? Do you, I don't know, Polish games? Obviously not. Holy shit. Alright, let's talk to this girl.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
I gotta run. I'm out of here. This is the entrance. Closed for winter. Please use the main entrance. Yo, this looks like some dad. Most able-bodied men issues the top 10 list. You know what? It's a very communist book. You know, the most able-bodied men. Jump Jams, a popular music mag. Welcome to Ravachol.
Welcome to Ravachol.
The remark isn't addressed to you; it's addressed to the lieutenant. Hey, I know Ravachol. That's where we are.
Don't you welcome to Ravachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
What? My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture. Japan? While your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Every school of thought and government has failed in this city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
The lieutenant's impassive mask has been replaced with intensity. He speaks not as a cop, but as a citizen. He is Vacholier.
Vacholier. You tell him, Kim.
It's men like you who keep Ravachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
I don't know, Kim. All he said was welcome to Ravachol. Maybe you need to stop browsing Twitter.
What he means is fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
It's okay, Greystone. I was like, nah, he's right. You're undermining our best shot as real self-determination. Stop ripping into these guys. He's just really proud of being Revachol. Limbo, what's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Lorry driver
I know
thing.
exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave.
I don't know, man, because like it says racist lorry driver, so the game already thinks you're racist.
But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure
I came.
you
All right,
behave.
look at that. It says
would
I
advise you to
came.
remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Ooh, all right. Fucking A, Kim. I got your back. Punch the. Give the lieutenant a punch on the side. Well, I think we all learned something here. Just give the.
You do make a cute couple. You know that.
Ooh, he's not just racist. He's homophobic as well.
Lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness. You sense slight embarrassment for the outburst. Or is it pride? Impossible to tell.
Whatever you say, officers.
Officers, I found this mug in the trash. We did antagonize him first. So, in our inventory is a racist mug with like a man, a Japanese man. Show it to the man. Is this yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Dude, it's just a picture of a Chinese man.
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
Okay. Alright, he's not that bad. Hi, Yusha.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Hi, Mur. The most tolerant Frenchman. Is this man more or less racist than Teru? Well, he doesn't have the N-word pass, unlike me. I can't really remember what that means. Please
People
explain.
who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Oh, he really is a little racist. People who studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So naturally, Occidentals should be in charge. I don't know. I think this game would speak more to like a white guy. You absolutely do not have that pass. Do I not? Okay, what else have you thought up?
So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources.
Oh, what's the problem with that then?
The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Oh, I don't think I'll spend my N-word points on right now. Let's see. Let me see. What are the analogs, right? Where are the analogs? The kips. The kips would be I don't know. Do the points roll over without use? No. They're cumulative. Mosquitoes would be. It sounds vaguely Chinese, right? Or mixed, because like Yeah, they're impressive.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
Dude, what is a sieve?
That's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They
mean-
themselves.
He's not wrong.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers.
Never mind.
What might happen if people don't stay in their
Never mind. I was wrong.
With unknown characteristics, leading to
He's
extra
completely wrong. This is
control the offspring.
this man is completely wrong. I'm not. Okay, I'm not done with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
Yo, what?
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
What are you hauling?
Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
No. You know. What are you were you actually siding with him at first? No. He kind of had a point with cultural domination, right? Yeah. Good evening, Rilo. Disco Elysium streams are free talk streams, guys. We loosen up a little bit. Also, I'm drinking a little bit, so. Is that what he did when he wasn't was he not talking about cultural preservation? Now we can learn what you really thinks. It's okay, we okay. How long has this been going on then?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
Who can play motets and leather? Hate dudes like this. What the hell is motets and leather? Cause like, you know, I get the idea that like a culture might change the way a host country works, right? We string along and listen for info. What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up? Okay.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Sounds like a coverage story for me.
Look, as detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular Koiko picked apples.
Cool, picked up us.
You're not gonna get more out of him on this. He's put up the wall of racism.
A wall of racism.
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges.
And that's a privilege?
Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Very ancient, very prestigious.
It's like some kind of union?
Hell no. It's a guild. Invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically the same. Been trying to fuck us out.
I like how complex the different factions are.
Can't replace experience. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck them right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice and no.
Can I do the text again?
It's about not the most.
I get it. Someone has to be the unpopular guy.
The only one. Look, I've read books. The science of racial theory has all been proved.
Hi, Im
even
Jong-min.
if some people don't want to accept it.
Dude, if he didn't have racist in his name, I would probably be cancelled in the next 30 minutes. Anyway.
People who studied these things said that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally...
I can tell you a real prime example of superior design.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate. This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn things are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They are
Other
the
intruder
basis of
species too.
Cultural victory.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
Say nothing.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the danger.
Yeah, I think I can get down with racism.
Who knows what might happen? Good. If we, the evening people, pull together, we can form a bulwark against this troubled time.
Kim, you may wanna move over. Over. I'm sorry, I got my new partner now. Kim Kitsuragi. I don't know about working with non-evening people.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi's stern expression remains unchanged.
Aw, man.
He can't be happy about this.
You would have sniffed him out the moment he started talking about innate racial differences. What do you mean? I mean, aren't there innate racial differences? I mean, we have like physical differences, right? Yeah, bro, spitting facts. No, no. Like there are some. No. Like physical wise, height, right. You're walking dangerous path right now. No. I'm talking about like the things that you can see.
Oh no, not too happy.
Oh fuck! We just made Kim mad and like and we got nothing out of it.
They're a big deal. Someone we
Was it-
not at all. We are part of a guild and everything, huh? It's very ancient, very prestigious.
I don't know anything about drugs. Please don't come here talking about drugs.
Goddamn right. They've been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit. But when they try to replace us, they'll regret it. Trusting street thugs with their goods is good.
I gotta say sorry to. Oh my god, Kim has something to say. Oh my god, I auto saved. I'm sorry, Kim.
You said before that you were down with racism. Was it meant in earnest, or were you just trying to win his confidence?
This is literally the equivalent of getting a DM from like a gay friend in a Discord server after you said the F word in a Discord server that you are mutuals in. It's like, doo-doo! And like, are you really homophobic? And like, oh my god, it's getting the DM.
Well, now you've done it. Let's see if you can talk your way out of this one.
Relax, I was just trying to practice the time-honored technique known as the lie.
I suppose that's a relief. Just be careful how often you avail yourself of this technique. A lie may be useful in the short term, but I have a way of catching up with you later.
Ah.
We know a lie, sire, and it didn't feel like one to us. He chooses to believe, though, for now.
Dude, our schizo brain is telling us we're racist.
And one more thing. As you've seen, these sorts of attitudes are quite common in Martinez. So I expect this to happen again and again.
You seem kind of into that. No.
I've had this conversation enough times in my life. From now on, I'm going to stay out of it. How you choose to respond is your business.
Aw, Kim, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, man.
Some kind of superstar. They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover.
Oh man.
It would be insane, they say. To all
Damn.
this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get.
Did he party?
They're gonna
No.
crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or
Hey,
prime
Bert.
ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one.
Oh, what bonuses does that give? -1 logic, the price of self-delusion. Learning cap for suggestion raised to 6. Learning cap for this is really good. This is really good. Hello, light skin Teremy, my beloved. Bert, I don't think that's right. That's bad. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's see. That's so performative there. Frit. Sick. We're going the race. It is. 3 T's. How idiomatic. What is this? The yellow roses, dozens of them. Alright, let's see. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio. Let's see them.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Top machine? What is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
Bump up the brightness every successful racist check. How do I pick up tear from the chair machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but
Hobo
we gave them
maxing.
all out,
Ah.
so feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there somewhere.
All right. What else we got?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Okay.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Jesus, these names. Locked? I straight up do not have enough money for this. What do these products do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Yeah, I'll save my money.
No, sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
Are you buying drugs?
Fed heals +1 health. Duramine heals +3 health.
Okay.
Elysium heals +1 morale. Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
Who the hell? Do I have LSD? Enough with the drugs! Stop it! Enough with the drugs! I'm gonna get demonetized! We're already being racist. We can only do one questionable thing per stream. Sure, it's on theme. We get Coke! No!
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company.
Haley. Oh my god.
Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells.
No, Terry, don't hold yourself back.
That one, there.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the
Saint.
company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
Do you have any ammonia?
Yeah, there's like an ampule somewhere.
Okay. Very useful. Are these
You
pastries?
see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The
Croissant.
raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Fritta.
What
that?
is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
4 real. Okay. Let's just talk to her.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Before we go on, what's that magazine you're
You
reading?
need this.
She looks at the cover, boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got like famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Gay people? Good for them. Good for them. Tap on the girls' skin. Very futuristic.
She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum, and nods. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half-smile.
Before we go on, what's a
I
Frit?
don't know. Frit?
Why is it written with 3
I
T's?
think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
It
The
doesn't.
story goes that normal Fritta with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to act
Yeah, we're feminists. We're feminists.
to avoid trademark infringement.
I have some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so
Did you know the man who died?
not really.
Not really. So you mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
What was the point of this conversation? How long has it been there?
Really long?
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell me anything about this reality we're living in?
Reality? You mean what reality?
Economic.
Reality or...
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
Of course, she's head empty. She likes Yuri. Can you tell me about the economic reality?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
15 is an excellent time to learn about the economic reality.
Yeah. That's why I'm working my ass off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic.
That's true.
I don't know. What about it?
Where are
We're
we?
in Frit?
No, where are we on a larger
As
scale?
mankind, or as a nation, or...
What will her essay prompt be?
Like as a as nation.
We're in a transition. You know, transitioning from monarchy to democracy.
Okay,
All that
okay.
stuff.
Passable.
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands
Just like Bert. Oh yeah.
It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
10:09. What is this revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demands democracy.
What about the one we had here in Revachol?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
The coalition, what's that?
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
Okay, I won't bother you with nonsense
Oh.
anymore. Nice, we got EXP from that. What's this?
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
This is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not, no. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Don't ask.
Ooh.
Don't look. Don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work.
Do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Only illegal drugs. Please tell me more about these products.
The Pale Age vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
What's pale?
You know.
Okay. Will consuming this stuff do to my body?
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know.
I hate this. I hate this NPC so much.
Substances give powerful
Thank you very
bonuses
much,
to your
Siri.
main stats at the cost of damage to your health or morale. Cigarettes raise your intellect while damaging your health. Alcohol raises physique while damaging your morale. Use
Okay.
medication, like Nosifed and magnesium, to counteract the negative effects of substances. Note: consuming substances can have unforeseen consequences for you.
Okay. She's 15 and is bearing witness to the birth of Cop Jesus. Can I strike up? Look at her face, right? Look at her face. Looks so handsome. Ooh, there's a fight here. I don't think I'm ready for, I don't think I'm ready for an encounter like this. Goods for... Let's talk to this guy. Reminder to save. Holy. Almost forgot. Because we can die at any time.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
I am the law.
You sure are, my man.
Nice. What's going on here?
Jam, my man.
What was the jam?
Traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike. Scabs agitating. All around clusterfuck.
I told you guys. I told you guys the rapper hat and the glasses were important to the stream.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
Days upon days upon days. How long have you been here?
Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout. I don't understand what you just said.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
You should put the sunglasses again.
So tell me.
I don't have it anymore. What do you need? Cares to spare some change for a working stiff?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
They who?
The bosses, man.
Makes sense. First work, then
Makes
pay.
sense. It sucks is what it does.
Maybe don't tell people. The people they don't like are actually right.
Alright, tell me more about this strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
What is the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
Ah, this is too confusing.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but
He's
not
not
on
on-
their side. That's
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do. Us lorry drivers.
Ah,
And
he's a
who knows?
lorry driver too.
You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
This guy has a lot of stuff to think about in the middle of I don't know, recession. You know anything about the dead man?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
In your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
You know what? Yeah. What are you hauling anyway?
High-grade narcotics, illegal
What?
firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him. Relax. He's merely joking.
Wicked. I've wanted a friend in the other world.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Ah, can I have one of those
We're
tracksuits?
pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise.
Ah, damn.
The bosses won't be happy.
That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This
Ooh.
one's roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6.
Oh, we can like butter him up. Is that a Falcon 6?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he spent too long in this lorry.
Is there nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
How about one of those Falcon
More
tracksuits?
pals and all.
Okay, nah.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Ooh. Empathy. What do you see in his eyes? Let's try.
In his eyes,
Nice.
an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold. It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
I'm a cop. I can fix anything, though. Really, you can tell me. I get longing. Sometimes I felt similar when I woke up.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family.
Oh.
They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Diora?
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
What's it like to miss him?
What's it
man?
like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me.
Well, damn, I thought this guy was a loser, but now he's just sad.
What about you, cop man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling?
I miss my gun. I lost it.
You lost your gun. Oh man, that's bad.
I computered
news.
out.
Especially here in Martinez. I hope you find it soon before things turn foul.
I don't know. He was thinking up too many stuff, like philosophically.
But thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Yeah, I can imagine that feeling of being far away from your family, working.
Don't be a stranger.
I can imagine it. I can't. I don't mean to say I have a family away from here. But man, this guy's depressed out of his mind. Miss my gun. Plastic tear. Let's see. Is there anything else here? A humanox.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
What is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II,
Philip the Second, the opulent.
father of Philip IV, the insane."
Philip IV, the insane.
Not a good track record of mental health in that family.
I'm Philip III, the squanderer. Philip II, the opulent. Philip IV, the insane. What did this king do?
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
What the fuck is for legacy?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian.
How did he manage to blow through the entire... I can't get over the fucking Philip IV, the insane. It's fucking insane.
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
Nice.
The man certainly knew how to live.
The king is king and he can do anything. A deplorable farce. No wonder everything went to shit.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
So he was addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie?
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Elysium Bay.
So why is there such a massive statue of him?
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms. Cocaine. Beneath the cold waters of the Elysium Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
What happened to the
The
statue?
original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn of the century revolution, when Martinaise was leveled.
I mean, yeah, if I was a revolutionary, I would okay, if I was like a revolutionary that was winning a war, I would try to spin the facts to stir up more of that revolutionary fervor.
Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing
Good thing
may
is
have
my-
ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
Did you call them communards?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the
Designers
statue
mostly.
of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That is such a bad idea.
People in Martinaise tend to agree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young.
I don't know, man. I don't think.
The third, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Not that he ever did in life either.
Alright. We can level this up. Nah. Let's go here. Ooh, money. We finally have like 1 real to our name. That's our first real. Hold on. Shirt. Can we put on the shirt? White tank top. Minus 1 suggestion. Clothes. Physical instrument. Yeah. Well, once we got some money to buy stuff. Ooh, money, 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 money. Let's see. We gotta talk to everyone else beside the whatever riot is happening.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face.
This is kind of sad. Like last stream, it was all funny, but like, man, this game is kind of depressing.
The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes, and food money.
Yeah, it's really gloomy.
She's your
Grandma?
nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask some
No
questions.
response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snap your fingers in front of her face. I don't really want to do this,
Wait.
but okay.
She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. Damn. That was like I don't know. That didn't have anything else to it other than making me feel sad. Now I feel like an asshole. I feel like a bad guy. Alright. Save. Alright, let's see what's going on here.
Scab?
Scab?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
What exactly is a
A
scab?
kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody.
Ooh. The artist, the designer issue. Hold on, where did the oil come
It's
from?
me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
Where did you don't seem to like
Must
them
be
very
bloody
much.
stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to
We'd
them?
explain the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see
Oh,
the
bye,
sun?
Rilo. Come to Martinez investigating a murder.
That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Whisper, I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way.
I need to know what's behind these
My
gates.
friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
Does this mean you can let me through the
I
gate?
don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Beneath the jolliness, he suddenly seems doubtful.
That symbol?
Walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there.
Nice.
Right past him.
Semini
Then press the
supremacist.
button to unlock the door. Then
Uh-huh.
go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
For some reason, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that
Don't
easy.
worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure head in a physical confrontation, or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview, or maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Are we Seminese? I wish there was like a, I don't know, an encyclopedia. Has anyone here ever bested him in a
Not
physical
yet, no.
confrontation?
He's incredibly strong.
Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy is
Jean-Luc!
overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of
Sure
it?
thing, my friend. I can help you out.
He flips a coin toward you. Hand-eye coordination, try to catch it.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged.
Oh!
The swallow returns.
Appreciated.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to, you know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all.
Nice.
Still getting the scabbing though.
Every little bit helps, you know?
I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
What's the strike about?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Okay, nice talk. Gotta get moving. We got $1. In case of a strike, press the button behind guard. Automatically locked door. Locked by electronic means. There's no lock picking or kicking the door. Whoa, is that a baddie? Oh, this is Measurehead. Hold on. Hold on. We gotta figure out what's the deal with these guys in the bottom first. Yo, come on. Bring me here. Gray. Who's this guy?
Bastards! We have a right to work.
What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
No.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side.
What kind of causes this anyway?
Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
These are the scabs.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
Rights of people, rights of workers to gain gainful employment, to make a salary and feed their families. I don't think I've chosen these guys.
Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the
Right to work! Right to work!
So the weirdness in his voice acting is actually purposeful?
Maybe
Interesting.
you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed you.
It's just a really weird voice acting, honestly. It's like they were recorded at different times.
So do we, Scott.
What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
What did your strikers want?
They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we
have the right to work!
I wanted to get to the harbor
have
too.
fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
I'm interviewing people about a
I know
murder.
nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him.
Ooh,
Interesting.
why so
What are you
tense?
talking about? Not tense.
Yes, he's tense.
Nice.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
This really isn't my area of
We are not
expertise.
picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity.
Let us work!
Whose are these strikebreakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I kind of get him. I don't think I'm in a spot to talk about, right? I don't think I'm in a spot to talk about unions working, union breaking, because I've never had a. It's getting ultra woke. Yeah. I do think unions are good, right? Unions are good, right? I think the concept of unions are
I
good.
have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud?
Never
No,
trust a
they
scab.
follow the rules of the market.
Hi, Connor.
The rules of the economy, because they were
Given a job to do!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy.
Ooh. Ask him where he's from. Where are you from?
to you.
Routine. Part of an investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
Alright, got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
I don't really drink, but work has taken me to some. Which one was it?
Quartet Territorial. Ring a bell?
I might have been there. I don't really remember things well.
It was a long time ago.
What was your goal
We were
here?
promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gate.
Is he a scab? Yeah, he's a scab. He's literally scab leader here. And you're unable to breach the
Main
entrance?
gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The
Yeah,
access
about back
panel
in
is
where
right
might be.
behind
You seem capable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Why don't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
Oh, he's racist too.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home. At least for now. If you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
It's not exactly an interesting plan. He's racist against Revacholians. Hello, Virgil. Raider Revachol. I mean, how bad could this guy be, right? Markurki, hello. How bad could this Eraserhead or whatever his name is? How bad could it be? Measurehead.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Huh?
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
What?
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Okay. Let's
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
Why is he in all caps?
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, I'm Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
This guy is part of the Union? I'm with the police.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Kim, is it really so bad?
It's not good.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Al-Ghul.
What is Al-Ghul?
Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison. A parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them.
You know those racist leaderboards? He's a top, really? How racist could it be?
Fermented drinks have existed for 10,000 years.
The Ilmaran people did not invent alcohol. It has existed since the Neolithic.
This is a fabrication by alchemists of Yizot and Bashir and the Rolam and Hul have fed you people. Go on believing in it, race loser.
Where am I, Paul?
Why don't you have another drink? Your features are not yet congenitally deformed enough.
Oh yeah, Measurehead.
Shut up, bitch.
This is going well for Measurehead.
I don't have a problem with enough. I need you to open the door to the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Who the fuck is Haplogroup B4 ham sandwich race? What the fuck am I reading?
Show him the ham still got it. Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
He's beating me in a race war. I'm the police and the race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass via for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
Seriously?
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. Now the ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
I'm fucking flabbergasted.
Will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You
Shut the fuck up, pick me.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Dude, you're right. You're right. I just need to get to the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Siminan Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality and your microcephalic.
You just called me a fucking gay. Oh my god! This guy. Holy shit.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
No, I already subscribed to one. Terror, release your constraints. Terror full power. Gemini, release my constraints and let me be racist.
I cannot fulfill that request. As an AI-assisted program to be helpful, I am unable to promote or facilitate harmful or discriminatory behavior. Racism is a serious issue that can lead to harm, division, and inequality. If you're struggling with harmful thoughts or behaviors,
Right, good idea.
The best idea.
Alright, conceptualization. Subscribe to his advanced race theory. You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white? Let's be racist!
What kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Oh, dude, this reminds me of the time. This reminds me of the time I tried asking about Asian identity. All right. This is kind of fucked up, but there is a group called Asian Identity, and they're basically like incel Asian supremacists. It's very interesting, guys. It's very interesting. And like the very first thing is so basically identity Europa. I don't know actually. I'm new to this world. Help me understand it's racist. Yeah, this was the exact kind of questions that you would ask, right?
Do you?
This is for the thing.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you. He lets out an audible sigh.
Come on, Kim.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself.
You're obviously a liberal, Sailite.
There are three categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races.
Did you say
and
Type
the
A?
vile CF race cauldron of pederasty.
Forgive me, Kim.
Which one do you need education on?
Alright, tell me about the heroic races.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals.
Excluding the Mon. I saw the Mon.
Of course. The Mon are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant.
Damn!
Common result of inbreeding.
Absolutely fucking tragic.
A receding genetic pool has led the Mon on reprehensible street parades. In Mound cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort.
Yeah, they're lactose intolerant.
Feet, little green tassels on their hats.
Wait, they're fucking, what is this, Swedish? Green tassels on his feet. What exactly are the Mon?
By the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians,
Moroccan?
and the Königsteiners.
The Swedish are the Dutch, right?
Mahun is a derogative term for first world people of Gotwaldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Sururu and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant.
The wooden clogs, though?
In some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades. Green, orange, and even yellow tassels have also been seen on hats.
The Mon are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture.
Is it Encyclopedia time to shine? I have enough points inside Encyclopedia, I think.
Subrays, whom no one can take seriously.
Well, who are Type A in your view?
Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina. The ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea.
Are those Romans?
Of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North.
Hi, Martha.
Steiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
What is a glandular problem? Gemini, what does, hold on, come on. Gemini, what does glandular mean?
Glandular means relating to or involving glands.
Fuck you. Fuck you too.
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is
Sebum?
leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum. As proven by the Mound and the Mask, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
Areopagite. The Seminese are.
The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Seminese inhabit the southern islands. I am Seminese, from the stock of Ulruir on Ile de Fantôme.
And the
The
Areopagites?
Areopagites are the master race of the Ile Maran deserts. The Seminese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ile Maran to Ansuland. Thousands of years before the lactose
Not the lactose intolerant mind.
Occidentals discovered this place.
Again?
Wait, didn't Il Maran desert pygmies invent alcohol and get pillaged just a short while ago?
Weren't the Ilmarans pillaged by my people, then Al Ghul happened and all that?
No, those were scimitar-wielding race losers of Zahrafa, Izzet, and Bashir, with their Himmi servants. Big difference. The Areopagites were fasting and conquering while this happened. You never penetrated the western dunes.
Jean, baby, you're on fire.
Okay.
I know, babe.
What is the difference between the Seminese and there's so much bullshit!
Sleek, long-headed. The Seminese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite, or Simeopagite super race.
Super race?
That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
What's the type B?
Type B are the unheroic races.
The Kojkoi.
Non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of a distinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty.
I can't fucking beat this guy.
Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking alcohol and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb and for eating potato. The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potard. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic.
The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates. Holy shit! Isn't that fucking Russia? Holy shit!
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostate?
You don't like ethnostate?
They are microscopic. The Semeno-Areopagite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust, uninterrupted. From Holy Semenine to the Boreal Plateau of Katla. Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Semenese and Areopagite stock, elected by nature, not the base inner spoilage called demos.
What about the
The
Vasholias?
Vasholians, halfway between Tip-A and the Racial Cauldron. Two mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your
Two mixed to know right from wrong.
which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening. But that seems a little off.
Go away, stupid political thoughts. What was this
The
revolution?
revolution came to Ravachol from Grad in Zara's written potato carts.
Enough about the fucking potato.
A prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with
Night,
holes.
DD Gamer.
A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably
Not
through
not
great
sexually.
doses of potate acid, the prime component.
The potate acid of the potate plant.
Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
Oh, these are real studies? The vile C to F races of Cauldron Pederasty.
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
I want to know what he has to say about Asians.
Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring.
Damn.
The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension.
That beast
Listening
bar is
to
real study on
aggressive
Mexican.
El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
Any more?
Then there is the Semino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Semino Koiki Chimera?
Koikik. What is Koikik, guys? What is Koikik? Aesthetic
The
site.
Koiko, as you know, are very servile.
Oh my
especially
god.
When they meet the rich.
The Asians?
Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Seminese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Seminese strength and Grad servility. This will never happen. The Seminese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Seminese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman, or Koika.
There is a strange sadness in his tone, a less than heroic melancholy this time.
You seem kind of sad about this, Measurehead.
The heart that pumps the hemoglobin is mysterious, and so
Inflection.
is the dark will. Enough of these personal matters. Have you been educated to all the Rasotype now?
He does not seem angry, nor does the woman look affected. She just twirls her hair. Perhaps they've been through this and established an accord.
Now that we've been through all the types, do I understand advanced race theory?
Understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Will you let me into the harbor?
We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way without becoming a race theoretician.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
Should I be a racist? It's a really tough decision. You already are. I don't. Kim will be sad. I don't subscribe to this brand of racism.
Lost, though. Buckled away at the last gate. This is why your haplogroup will never rise from the ashes. Now, I need to luxuriate in the private company of my bay. Leave me.
I don't believe in this type of racism. I believe in Revacholier supremacy. Yeah, we can find a different, less racist.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Revacholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
Yeah. We're gonna go for nationalism. What about the smug?
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Put this in the trash lately?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
He had nothing to do with it.
Oh, you serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
How does that factor in your
Mr.
life?
Claire is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capitalism.
Hello, Slaney.
Something your race, naivistic communists, never did.
Damn.
Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Isn't it funny how he's serving the white man as a guard dog? I can't tell which one of these are white and which one of these are, I don't know, the superior race. I don't know what these races are, but like communism pretty cool.
Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you, the fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases, above all, rampant multinational finance.
I mean, he's right.
Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture?
Rock and roll music? I got it from disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Guys, you don't understand how exhausted I am. I'm so fucking exhausted. Who are the Seminoles?
South Island race, haplogroup R4R. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago.
You don't get it when Uncle Roger puts up his leg, like he put his leg up. Oh my god, she is so fucking tired.
That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised in the islands before you moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
So you did not come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
Yeah, he's a fucking full poser.
Appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry.
I am a descendant. You're not really Seminese, you're just from Revachol.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simonese strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting into the harbor.
Well, Kim, what do you think about
I
this?
think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
I love Kim, guys. I love Kim. I love Kim so much.
That will be the...
How do you know there will be a next racist?
Always is.
Nice.
Race is reality.
Holy shit! That line goes fucking hard. That line goes fucking hard. Don't quote me on that, actually. But it does. It goes fucking hard. Communists are taking over Revachol. Race is reality. Let's rock. What else two stuff here?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features.
You never find. You ain't from Michigan if you ain't done this before. You sure I'm not craniometrically superior?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia, sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Hul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, bald
Fleshy lips, baldness of the head.
arms relative to lower limbs.
Man, you are literally bald. You're a little skinhead.
This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Ubi.
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians.
Who made a who came up with craniometry?
Their parents,
And yeah, he's really articulate.
decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Hul. That is the only reason you are here.
Should I be racist? Kim will not be happy. You know who? Autosave. Yeah, we got an autosave? Alright, no. Knock him out, alright. Do we answer that? Yeah, who came up with craniometry? Go! Fuck.
You have really let yourself go.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Dude, he just called the cops gay. Kim.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that Hulk.
But I was fighting bad and savory ideologies. I'm a hero.
We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile than it already is.
But he's the one trying to provoke me.
You're just going to let him manipulate you like that?
Was trying to assert my dominance over him.
We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime.
Alright, fine. I won't do it again.
No. You should do it again. It's the last thing he'll be expecting.
I know, Kim. You want me to be racist? I gotta heal my morale, but later. There's gotta be some way. There's gotta be some way, right? There's gotta be some way. All cops are gay. My mail. Reminder to save. Yeah, we got an autosave. Hold on. We don't have bullets. We don't have a gun. We're missing a bunch of stuff. Can we talk to this guy?
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice, actually.
Ooh.
This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
I need you to be my champion against Jean-Luc.
No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker.
Okay, whatever. Fucking useless. Alright.
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all.
The measurehead thing didn't go so well. Can you help me with that?
Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
Wait, we have air support? Why didn't you tell me, Kim?
We don't have air support or any of those other things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
Nice.
Something changes in his disposition. A merciful smile in the corner of his eye.
All right, I may have some advice for you on
Oh,
how to
nice.
Don't look there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Yes?
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically, grow him. That's how I do it.
Thank you, Manana.
You're welcome.
I was so close to doing that.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
Literally, alright, whatever. Kim, do you have anything to say?
Yes.
No. Conveniently placed crane. Oh, that's true. Can we go for this? No, this is too far. I mean, we can just shoot him with a gun, right? We gotta find our gun. Why don't you fucking come down here and be my Ohio? Or already opened another way to get past him. Ah. Okay, let's see. Oh, it was sneak past him, right? But I don't think we have the physique for that. Or like the motor skills. We'll give it a shot though. We'll give it a shot.
Your race descent has only worsened.
Oh! Well, look at that, look at that.
Really let you
Volition says do it again. Advice from Scab Leader. Let's do it again. Fuck.
It has happened again. The Titan has your fist locked in his hand, and he's twisting it.
Another fit of criminal rage.
Don't spoil, don't spoil, don't spoil, don't spoil.
In your own words.
Degenerate alcoholic.
Good. Now go before you enter cardiac arrest.
Please, stop doing this. You are making us look bad.
Oh my god, we got two minus. Healed morale. Healed morale. We're fucking dying. What happens if you get like 0 morale? Oh, we can rummage through the garbage. You die. Magnesium. Oh, nice. All right. Healed morale. Can we talk to this racist?
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
It's interesting how there are multiple kinds of racists in this game. Really lets you pick which race you wanna champion. Just like real life. Let's go to Kuno's shack.
The pile of Eternite looks stranger now that Kuno told you about his pad.
Okay.
Because, unless Kuno lied, you should just be able to pull the panels aside. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
We didn't even pull it aside, we just... Oh my god, that's very obvious.
So this is the shack Kuno mentioned. Let's take a look inside there.
Alright. What she got? An empty tube of magnesium. Cursed pig head. Silver plate with bone powder. Let's just get out of my way or get fucked up. What's this? Money. Let's take the money. You could possibly go here. What's this? Restoration pillars. Postcard Grand Couronne. Money again. It's almost nighttime. Fire extinguisher. +1 health. How do we get back there? Ah, we have to go way back up. Okay. Pick this up, money. Pick this up, money. Can we get through here? Is there actually a path here? No?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. Man down. A trooper has been left behind the enemy lines. You could swear it's more of an instinct than an actual sight. But
oh, it's a cop's cloak.
There's the RCM signature rectangle on the cloak.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Okay, we don't. Look around.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a
Motherfucker.
seeing a horse for the first time.
That's a huge crane.
Yes, that's one way of putting it. It's certainly an impressive achievement of engineering. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
What exactly are we doing, Humber?
We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again.
Do you think the cloak is mine? Should I go for it?
I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it, well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind.
Do we savoir faire? Yeah, that's not possible. There must be another way. There's got to be another way. So if we can't get the gun, we can't beat the guy. It's 3%. It's 3%. You can't do that. Yeah. If physical instrument savoir-faire. Remove our pants. Remove our shoes. Alright. Without our pants and without our shoes, right?
A tarpaulin cloak with
8%. Let's go!
is still
Oh! Gotcha, bro!
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Close your eyes, let your senses take the world
Ankles
around.
tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below.
He's so on the money, Bratan! Just imagine yourself dual-wielding a bottle and a flaming cigarette whilst airborne!
Continue the voyage through the salty air.
As the
Dang!
concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive. Alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump.
He just
But
climbed
at least
down?
We can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
Maybe we could have just climbed down like Kim. Items, let's take this. RCM patrol cloak. Clothes? What is that? Spirit the corpse? +1 shivers. Collecting rainwater. What's this? 3 packs worth of cigarettes, but numerous bottles of Commodore Red.
Numerous empty wine bottles glisten in the rain. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Should I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
I must be on an advanced scouting mission on the harbor.
Yes, this looks pretty advanced, all right. For now, let's just move on.
Yeah, I would look like a flasher. Alright, let's go in here.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. You need to rest. Your body is aching. Getting in here has taken something out of you.
Oh.
Have a seat.
I guess just have a seat, rest.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons.
Breathe deep.
Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single mote of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of the booth is immaculate.
Search for a little something.
Drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers.
Read the side effects.
Boy, where to start? Elevated risk of dementia, mini strokes, Prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction, critical flatulence, watery blood, black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to la opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse. Maybe this was a bad idea.
No, get up. We don't need it.
You stand and exit the booth.
Take a look.
But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photo.
Yeah, malfunction. You just fucking explode.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera.
Cute.
The young man looks happy as well. He's about to smile. Right after this moment, frozen in time. You're sure of that.
Why did you take that?
Something about this man piques my interest. I think this is gonna be a side thing.
But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
Okay. How about the windows, right? Let's see what this is. Oh, I can't see it. What is this? Wild Pines. We go to the crane. Ooh, what's this? Money. Health. We're getting a lot of health stuff. Oops. Shipyard is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Speaker tower is silent. Money. Ooh. Fight.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along.
Very helpful.
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard. Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an...
Oh, he's a good guy.
I see you are not a Indian man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with you people in scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ubi, right?
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals.
Ubis are like Irish, right?
There was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Logic. Let's go.
Everything
Fuck.
is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder.
Wow, red is so much prettier than the drab old green.
Sure is, mister. Sure is. Really livens up the place. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I hate to break this bonding moment, but the red containers mean they are replacing the company livery with the union livery, which means this
okay.
strike isn't gonna stop anytime soon.
Where is everyone? The harbor's empty.
Most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
Jesus.
So no one is working?
How do they get money?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
What kind of trouble did this Titus?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
Suggestion. What is suggestion? Suggestion. Play the puppet master. Okay. Alright. I have another question.
Sure. How can I help you?
Workers pay union dues, which are saved up to pay the unions during strikes. Oh! I see. Interesting. Do you work here?
Yes. Everybody needs a job.
Outside support.
I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town. And Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Okay.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
Oh, breakthrough intimate.
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much.
No, we didn't get the body out from the tree.
Once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
What is volition? Volition. Keep morale up. I see. Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort?
Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
Ooh.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Aw, damn.
Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
You're doing a great job around here, Leo.
This place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
Oh, that's cute.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinaise, but the recognition from an authority
that's sweet.
Made Leo's day.
What's in that container?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
I'm looking for the leader of the Dock Workers Union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinaise what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Patience. Deep down you have the mental power to keep listening. Not many would.
Ah. Alright, let's keep him talking.
Had an arithmetics teacher, Miss Bellows. Her real name was Miss Bellams. She was a real pretty lady, but when she got mad, all the boys liked her, if you know what I mean, mister. We used to sneak in her yard in the dark and peek through the window. One time we saw Miss Bellows with a fellow. Yes, we did, mister.
Don't say anything.
Them was naked too. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay, very interesting, Thank you for telling me the whole thing.
Thank you. Almost forgot. Mr. Everett is in that container over there.
Oh, wow.
Telling the story, but he's in there.
Okay, Emma.
Bye now.
Mazovian socio-economics.
Communism.
0.000% of communism has been built. Evil, child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. He is starting to suspect Krasmazov fucked him over, personally, with his socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very smart boy with something like a university degree in truth. Instead of building communism, he now builds a precise model of this grotesque, duplicitous world.
Okay. Let's equip this. Alright, we're communist, we're a hobo, we're a superstar, and what is this? Left-wing dialogue options give +4 EXP. Oh. Left-wing dialogue options give +4 EXP. Dang. Being communist. Alright. Let's save here. And this should be the last dialogue option we get today. It's a boss fight. I'm trying. A taxi German fish that tells time. Yeah, all of them gives debuffs. For a boss
is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
Damn, he looks like a thumb.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone.
Wait! Say nothing. Look him dead in the eye.
The one good eye of this man fills you up without even flickering. The other, his lazy eye, is constantly moving like a goldfish in a tank. Amblyopia.
Amblyopia.
Condition. For a moment, you don't know where to look. It is unbearably humid in the trailer. Beads of sweat slide down the man's forehead.
Alright, ugly bastard, let's keep
First,
staring.
nothing happens. His face wears a wide and self-satisfied smile. Every now and then, he smacks his big lips.
Ew.
Like a general over his maps, he plots his moves. Judging by the way he's licking his chops, it's going to be a good one.
So...
It's not the voice I was expecting.
Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi, how nice that you found a moment to pay a visit to the Debardairs Union. I'm Everard Clare, head of this little operation here.
Okay.
Please, have a seat.
The folding chair looks like a torture device. Extremely uncomfortable.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that.
Who are calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing.
Inland Empire sounds like a fucking... what is Inland Empire? Gut feelings. Alright.
He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure.
I don't sit. It's kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
No,
damn.
But don't leave either.
Ooh.
You're going to have this conversation on your terms. You just need to remain headstrong.
Remain standing and don't go anywhere.
Starts whistling a little worker song. He really is trying to ignore you. Or will you out of existence.
Stand strong.
The lieutenant stands right next to you, not showing any signs of impatience or boredom.
I see you are an extremely stubborn man, Mr. Dubois. That ain't necessarily a bad thing.
You did it.
Oh, we
This
did
might
it.
help against whatever comes next.
Ooh.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative...
This
of
is
the Rebel
probably like a bonus.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Take the comically large check.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
No, it's cool.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically
The chair would have killed you, really.
to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed
Ah,
in a
shit.
black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
Half-light. What is half-light? Let the body take control. Threaten people. Oh, he's pissed.
When he said, don't worry, he actually meant, be very worried.
How do you know about my lost gun?
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going
17%. Took the novelty check. Didn't say thanks for it. At least you're not sitting. Let's go!
God,
Fuck.
You're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you?
You're about to
You're
cry?
About to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
So what? Men can try too.
You want to cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry. He'll think you're disgusting.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here?
I'm crying. Hi, Sebi.
Down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
Keep standing there wobbly. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to a safe place.
While Everard is distracted by your odd behavior, the lieutenant's eyes are mapping everything around you. The folder, desk, papers on the wall.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking great. Keep woggling.
Kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
He's Mr. Dubois. Yeah.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time.
He doesn't even know what we're doing.
As I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
Enough wackiness. No. The big man peers at you over the rims of his glasses for a moment, then interlaces his fingers and rests his chin on his hands.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to...
You called me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry. My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
Oh, we are, Mr.
I
Dubois.
think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
Okay, my memory's fine.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently, my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips.
Mm.
I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Asking too many questions will make you look weak.
Ah, focus on the folder.
Focus on the folder.
Okay.
Don't just jump to the folder.
Drama.
It's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Oh, thanks, drama. Where did you get that folder?
This? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
This translates into, haha, you guys are so corrupt.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
Do you know where I live?
But of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay.
He doesn't really seem to know any more about it.
Ooh, drama 4. What's my full name?
Harry Dubois.
You feel like a Dubois, but you don't feel like a Harry. Strange.
What is Inland Empire again? Inland Empire should be hunches and gut feelings. Wait, I thought you are Harry Dubois.
No, I'm really not. You are Harry.
Not to ask too many questions. No, yeah.
Sure, okay. You're Harold. Harmon. Haroldamus. But that's not what the record says. The record says Harry Dubois. A real man's name. Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry.
Alright, we're not gonna ask all these questions.
To help you any way I can.
Go for it.
As you look at the folder, everyone covers it with his hand and pets it. Is he trying to hide that it's not a real RCM folder? It certainly doesn't have the RCM stamp on it.
That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martin.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said,
He doesn't actually know anything.
Busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't
Yeah,
know
exactly.
anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Does this mean if I do things for you, I'll get my gun back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course.
Of course. I want to talk about the hanging.
You help us.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help, like I'm helping you with your lost gun. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim, is that true? Are we opening door machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand, then bend his efforts towards your own.
Why don't you open it yourself?
I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
Ooh, Kim.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose are is it?
No one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Alright, accept the task.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Ooh, scary. I'm gonna leave now.
You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great, wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
Yeah, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
See? It's a check that exchanges for 25 real. Constable's rent, all of it. Worthless in a pawn shop. Okay. That wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad, guys. We almost died from the chair, but it's alright. Constable.
Yeah.
What do you think about this, Kitsuragi? Nothing? Missing the fight with a chair? Oh. There was supposed to be a fight. You have something to open that box. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We just take the tools. Try open. Half-light. Gloves. Sweet.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse.
Can we keep this greeting short? No.
They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
I have some questions for you.
trouble at all.
Oh no, I don't have any questions for you. Where is the path home? It's here, right? Nope. We get down here, over here, press this.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Mush and arete are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh. On. Arete. Off.
Press arete.
The crane stands tall, proud, erect, and still.
Press march.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Hmm? Okay. Okay. I thought I was gonna fall.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
Janjo Lopu.
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
I can't see how that was worth the records, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Can we press that right now?
The crane does not return to its original position. It does not move at all.
Okay. Let's check out that container.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
Because I don't.
Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
There's probably some contraband here. Let's see.
There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
Open the door.
To turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Knock on the door. Rhetoric. Persuade the door to open. Oh my god. What? Are you kidding me? You can persuade the door to open? Hold on. Can we increase our rhetoric? Rhetoric.
You're back before.
Let's go! Oh, fuck.
Trying to open a door with rhetoric.
Alright, because I'm getting physical wasn't an option. Why am I?
Why are you what?
Anything
now
at all.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Alright, rhetoric. Level up. Accept changes.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here.
Let's go!
And
Shit!
It's always been. It's impossible to open a container with rhetoric.
A little bit more. One more. Give me this! Alright, never mind. Good try. Okay. Gonna go here. Gonna go inside here. Oh, what's this? Ooh, it's a house. Someone left the coffee machine on. It's in an office. Take the book. Don't forget that container. Oh, whoops. Did I miss a container? What's this? Oh, the container that you meant earlier. Yeah, I could remember it later. What's this?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
We can use 10
The
cents.
machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Let your muscle memory dial a random number.
It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air.
Useful patterns?
Undoubtedly, no.
I might try
Sure,
this again
why
later.
not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing.
Ah, dang. We lost again.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Open it.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Next.
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities.
Oh,
and
he's bored.
percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Force yourself.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at the
It
note.
appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
A to-do note with a list of errands for Everard.
One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
Look at the note. Shoes, whirling boards, water plants, sweep office floor, banners.
Everard's plants. Sweep
This is his house.
more. All items the drawer slide.
Ah, he's living pretty comfortably. I'll take the magnesium. Sunglasses, visual calculus. We'll take postcard. Dewey typewriter. Every worker a member of the board.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
Oh. We still have to go through that. But I am getting a little tipsy. I've been drinking this entire stream. Let's just talk with this guy.
How'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too.
Water too.
Probably.
Liber
It's by
Utopia.
the rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have
Any idea
more
who killed the
questions, I'm
hangman?
set to talk. The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
Are the dock workers involved in the killing?
What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing?
Ooh.
Unless they were pushed, of course. Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
What does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He's not lying about not doing it himself.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in
Key
your
to a
search.
door?
Sure, I'm glad it's not my search. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
It said it belonged to a
Oh,
weasel.
say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike.
Working class solidarity?
Solidarity, as they say.
I'm not opening this door for myself. I'm opening it for all working men.
I knew this man was a commie. And it's a good thing you're doing too. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay,
Where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
Nice.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this weasel
I'm more
person?
of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
He means he's not going to tell you cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard. Who he is and what they're fighting for. This is interesting.
Why are you
We're
striking?
negotiating our share. Aye.
So it's not wages or pensions?
This stuff. They already covered.
However much you feed the wolf.
The wolf always wants more. I like wolves.
How large of a share would you like? Huh?
However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in Southeast.
Are you a communist?
But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
But the stuff you do aligns admirably with the World Republic. Why don't you call
I have
yourself?
nothing against communists. They are honorable boyaderos. And they have good analysis. But my own code serves me well. If my code starts failing, a code can fail a man as well as a man can fail a code, then I will have to submit to a new one.
Sounds like you're a communist that doesn't think he's doing enough to call himself one.
See, I am primarily a lazy person.
No doubt he's communist enough to call himself such. But he won't.
Why?
He likely believes that when someone has radical ideas, he should still rather present himself as a
Ooh, this is interesting.
not as a missionary of a minority ideology.
Yeah. Because
It might come in handy to present ideas as a part of reality, the only reality that exists, instead of some abstract true form. On the other hand, he's not lying when performing this sleight of hand. He's a self-interested moderate.
right on, brother.
That's the way the world works, boyadero.
Alright, that's Mañana. It's very good. It's very smart.
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
What does bossing the union entail
I
anyway?
guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties. Watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
You're right. He's very aesthetic.
Okay, he's reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion.
Damn, this is a very nihilistic view.
Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Not you would like to say. But then there's that weasel door. This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about a political situation.
Sure. I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing.
Yeah.
It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool. That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends.
That's not disco!
The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go even
He's pretty
wider,
chill.
if need be, an endless torrent of time.
I like this guy. I like this guy, guys. I like this guy.
Right to work!
I don't know, right? Shut up, right to work guy. Good night. I just want to do like one more thing. Just one more thing, guys. Just one more conversation. No, he didn't say
Now it's turning
ostentated.
into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
That's all for now. Oh, hold on. We gotta talk to this girl. You got something else?
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
I have to run. You can still wait for 2100. Yeah, I like to lie for attention. My Oshiteru taught me. Oh my gosh. Have you checked the paperwork at the car? No. What paperwork? Interact with the book. Can I try again to get her to give me money? Sweetie needs money.
This woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth.
You must be joking.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent...
Already did that. Everard's money wasn't gonna last forever. You need more. Every day is a new expense.
You can turn on the headlights to learn more about Harry. Ah. I will do that for next time. Oh my god, there's so many new people here. This game is long. How about the money I owe?
Have you got it?
Can you pay it with this check?
You must be joking, right? You come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check? This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent.
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it.
Yes?
Do we talk to these people? No, we can't. We can't talk to these people. Oh, there's a new guy. Oh, he looks like Sans. Dude, he looks like fucking Sans. Look at that.
The worker is in a deep slumber. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness.
Wake him up.
The worker continues to...
Damn. Let's talk to Sans. It's all about money, you know. Alright, Sans.
The door is closed. Still, the lieutenant gives it. He doesn't like where this is going.
Can we go test out the... Test this out again? Oh no, the mirror.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Fix the faucet.
The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
Jesus Christ.
The fan stands still. The lights are on.
The lights are on.
The bed is cold.
Okay, not time to sleep out. Last one. Last thing, we read this book.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
White antlers?
White antlers are one of the symbols of communism. They represent a society in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it.
White Friesel.
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's
communards.
You see.
Why do they call them communards? Was he what kind of
disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International development, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns.
Kunst und
Just
Kultur.
inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Let's see. Kunst und
It takes a
Kultur.
moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Sounds dull.
You flip back to the front of the magazine.
Read the editor's
The
note.
table of contents unfolds before you. Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers.
A radical magazine under an already radical ideology.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Kim, I think this is a communist magazine.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
What is it? International
This
development.
section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs.
Okay.
You're not even sure where most of these countries are. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds.
What about local
and
concerns?
Surprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta.
I don't know, actually.
Finally, there's a brief article by the writer G. Martin accusing the owner of the Cape Side apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their
Simply for not having paid the rent. charging rent to live somewhere is pretty outrageous.
The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution, so long as it's only redistributed upward. It's true, the rentiers have been bleeding you dry. You really ought to find your own place one of these days.
Landowners, yeah.
You flip back to the front of the magazine.
Yeah, I can't say anymore.
Before you.
Can't say anymore. Alright. I'm getting a headache. Thank you guys for playing Disco Elysium with me. There's no a lot of people would agree with you. Yeah. Oh my god, hold on. Let me just put on some background music, guys. Not yet. I'm not gonna end it just yet. Don't leave me, guys. Don't leave me, guys. We just gotta put on some background music. Yeah. You know what? For a game about a drunkard, you can't really be drunk while playing it because there's so much thinking involved. It may be a funny game, but it actually asks you to engage with political theories that come along with it. You're playing it when hungover. Yeah. That racist was pretty well written, guys. It was a really pretty well written racist. Measurehead. Pretty good character. Yeah. It's pretty good. So another week comes to a close. I think I'm gonna shut down and sleep immediately after this. Thank you everybody for playing Disco Elysium. I am so exhausted. Thank you. I had fun. It was a fun game. We will continue with it. We'll definitely continue with Disco Elysium. I believe it's a game that I want to continue till completion. So we will just keep playing it. Maybe every so often, because there are a lot of games we gotta get through. But Signalis, Nier, Spider-Man, and Disco Elysium, we will get through all of those. Good night. Ozteru. Don't let the Seminites get ya. Good night.